Hey, what's up, guys? You know me. It's Josh Berg. Coming to you live. Well, not really live, but coming to you from sunny California. It's great out here. I'm making a video on fasting because I'm about to go on a fast. I'm gonna abstain from food for a little while. Um, don't freak out. I know some of you are just like, I'm not doing that. I can already just picture like some hangry ass girls out there just like fiending for pizza, but just like bear with me, hear me out real quick. So fasting is actually very natural. Over the years of evolution as animals, it was much more likely that we would run into environments in which food was scarce than where we just had a overabundance of food. That was rare. This world we're living in, where you can go walk down to Target, I got food too. To the food store. You just go to the food store and just get the food, and then you just have food. That shit is not normal. In an evolution perspective. So our bodies are actually better adapted for a scarcity of food. And there's some evidence that actually the overconsumption that we're dealing with these days is causing a lot of issues. Our bodies don't know how to handle all this stuff. And so that's kind of why I'm doing it. I'm just a little personal protest at all the consumption. And I'm bored. And this seemed really interesting to me. So if you're religious, Jesus and Buddha and Muhammad, they all fasted. Shamans and Native Americans, before they did like a vision quest or something, they always fasted. Ancient philosophers and even Benjamin Franklin have talked about fasting as a curative medicine. They observed that like animals and humans don't eat when they're sick, and you can probably relate to that if you've ever been like super hungover, or if you just get the flu. You're probably not very hungry the next day. It's like, why is that? Is there something instinctual about that? So there's evidence that during a fast, basically you're clearing out all the garbage in your system. It's like your body starts to feed on itself. That's true, but it feeds on like the weakest, crappiest, most outdated shit you have first. It's like, that's not really working right. Just get rid of that thing. So that's good. You just kind of clear out some waste products and possibly some faulty immune cells. Fasting has been shown to reduce insulin levels and cholesterol. It's also supposedly had benefits on like diseases, arthritis, atherosclerosis, depression, Crohn's disease, all kinds of stuff. Apparently is possibly treated by fasting. It's very interesting. There are some cons to it. I'm not a doctor. Don't do something because you see me doing something, because that's fucking stupid. If you're interested, do your own research. This is just like my public service announcement. You're gonna be hungry. You might get a headache. You might get dizzy. You might not be able to drive a car safely. You're gonna get dehydrated, so you need to drink a lot of water. Some people are like fasting without. There's like this thing called dry fasting where you don't drink water. That's stupid too. That sounds so dumb. It might disrupt your sleep. There's potentially some negative consequences. Also, whether or not it's a diet tool, that's not what I'm using it for. That's what the big fad is right now, the intermittent fasting, and how good it is for your metabolism. And I think it probably is, but I'm not here to convince anybody. I'm just documenting my own shit. So, don't fast if you're pregnant, or you have a wasting disease, if you are suffering from malnutrition or an eating disorder, or you have any kind of cardiac issues. If you're not perfectly healthy, generally, then you need to see your doctor before you fast. So yeah, I'm going about my regular day today, and then tomorrow will be the first day of my fast, and we'll see how far I get into it. I'll be keeping track of just some simple things: weight and pulse and energy levels, sleep cycles, possibly bowel movements, and other interesting very scientific things like that I'll be paying attention to. Also some maladies, some joint issues, and just seeing what the general effect is of it. And I'll be sending that to the video here, so probably on Facebook and YouTube. Stay tuned. Love you. Bye.